Welcome, agents, back once again, guys. Hope you guys' day's been going well. Life's a Game back again, yet again, guys, with yet another exotic gifts for random agents, number 65, guys. Go ahead and hit that like and hype button, HYPE, if you enjoy these outings I bring out, guys. If you're enjoying this series, definitely would show me you enjoy the series, guys. So do not forget to hit that like button. And on that note, let's go ahead and get right into it. This one's going to be a little different, guys, than some of my last ones I did. I know oftentimes I usually will run like with randoms and do like legendary missions, guys, but I've already done respectively the weekly legendary mission already this week. So in order to not like be running the same missions over and over again, because I could keep running the same legendary mission, getting different agents, exotics. The reason why I don't do that is because just get really repetitive and boring fast, guys. It would lead to a lot of burnout, so I don't do that. I do weeklies, and once those weeklies are done, guys, if I don't go on my alt and do the same mission, I'm looking for other, other avenues, guys. And with the summit, it more so stands as yet another way, guys, to respectively earn an exotic, the guaranteed exotic, through a legendary project of a weekly, guys. So my goal is just to try and help agents get exotics guaranteed. I can run legendary just for fun, as I have many times, but that doesn't guarantee an exotic drop, if that makes sense. So if it's not guaranteeing an exotic drop, guys, it's not something I'm going to spend time doing with other agents as far as that's concerned, because that will just, you never know what you can get. You can get nothing out of it. You can get one out of it. You can get nothing out of it, guys. So like I said, my thing's about just delivering key guaranteed results, guys. And by doing weekly assignments with legendary, that just guarantees that you get an exotic drop. And that's what I want to guarantee all random agents running, guys. So with this one, it's going to be a little different as I'm explaining here, guys. This one, exotic gifts for randoms number 65, will not follow the traditional trajectory of running a main legendary mission. However, it will instead, shall go 15 floors in legendary, guys, with random agents, no modifiers, and we shall do it that way, guys. We shall get him the exotic that way. And on that note, let's respectfully get into our team, guys, since we are 2 minutes in and I have not discussed the team we're playing with. Hope you guys enjoy the run. It could be a little, it could take a little time, but like I said, it's all 15 floors legendary, guys. Enjoy it. Watch our movement speed and all that stuff. Watch where we're standing, picking our spots. I was trying to tell my teammates, you guys know already, patience, distance, focus. But we're going to go ahead and get into it, guys. I'm going to bring you through this crazy roller coaster. But before we do that, respectively, let's go ahead and get into our agents here, as respectively per norm, as we always do, guys. So starting it off first here, guys, we got Jeff Along, guys. This guy was the first agent, I believe, to join. I believe he had a mic. Well, this guy's very interesting. I feel like he was, he might have been the least experienced out of the entire group because the way he was going about it. I think he was level shade 250, 253 or something like that. And it doesn't come down to shade, guys. It just comes down to team know-how and running with the skills. So Jeff Along agent, if you do see this, you come across this on YouTube, just keep stepping with it, my friend. Just keep stepping with it. It's going to come more natural to you as you play. This with the summit, guys, as I was telling fortunately for him, is that this is a watered down version of legendary. The summit always plays testament to that. It's never as hard as the actual legendary missions. The enemy is everything. It's not at that level, but if you can do it comfortably at this level on legendary, then you definitely are ready for a mission. I could say that much for sure. I guess the level that kind of more or less I would say equates more or less to a legendary mission, I would say, is summit level floor 100. That's the one I'd say like kind of equates to like a legendary mission and what to expect in there. If you can do level 100 summit easily and navigate the rooms, then you should be pretty good with legendary missions as far as any legendary mission. You have the you definitely have the know-how on how to beat it. You have the build on how to beat it. It's just that you gotta get your spots correctly, and you have to get your you have to know how to move to beat it. That's all it comes down to, guys. Build's only half the battle in legendary, which is why I say that. So if anything, guys, this run kind of played as testament to like just a practice, you know, getting these guys' feet wet a little bit in these missions in case they weren't used to it, maybe in that sense. You guys know how that goes. But I believe to start off, guys, I think I had my Tempest to start off, actually. I think I was using my Tempest, but before we continue getting into that, so you see Jeff Along, he went down there. We're going to go ahead and continue down our list, though. At 5,054 shade, you see from CQE clan, CPXXP. And this guy was, he was pretty decent with it, guys. He seemed like he knew most likely what he was doing. I feel like, guys, out of all the team, there always has to be like, at least if you're going to run legendary at a comfortable enough level, there always at least has to be at least like 2 to 3 agents in your group that know exactly like what they're doing and are experienced in it and have played it a lot. I feel that CXXP might have been one of those agents that have gone on it a few times and played it enough. Whether the success rate was high doing it or not will remain to be seen. But I'm saying as far as playing on it and whatnot, this guy definitely is a high level player on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume that he has a high level success rate on it. depending. But as you see me, as I'm talking about him right now, he goes down there. So like I said, guys, it just depends. But my whole thing of why I ask agents why they run legendary, or if they do, is only because like it helps me like better understand of what I need to do, what kind of build I need to equip, and how I need to run about and go about things in order to ensure a smooth transition, or rather so the smoothest transition going through the mission or going through the task at hand that we have, guys, because I've done this so much. It's like breathing. It's like the front and back of my hand when I see stuff. Like, you just got to know how to react. And by me knowing the agent's level of skill level, guys, by me knowing your level of difficulty, I would know how to move, like exactly what build to equip and what I would most likely have to do, what I'd have to keep an eye out for, what I'd have to tell you about, and what to watch for and whatnot. So, like I said, guys, it's always just a one step at a time process, to be honest with you. As we're respectively seeing here, both CPXXP and Jeffalong are both down. I was kind of telling these guys that they got to, like I said, guys, as you're seeing here, I'll show you this, is that patience, distance, focus, guys. Doesn't matter what build you're using. If you're running with randoms and whatnot, you want to make sure that you're at a distance and that you're comfortable at a nice spot. So I say pick your spots. I was telling these guys at times, I'm like, I'm not just saying it to say. I think a lot of agents will think I'm just talking to talk, but I'm saying once people start following what I'm saying and listening, like, and seeing what's happening, they'll realize all you'll see is what you see up there, guys, respectively. Floor 2 cleared, completed. You'll get a lot of success, and you'll be thinking at the end of the day, why were you even rushing in to begin with in the first place? Like, that's just not how you play legendary, guys. A lot of people that play heroic a lot, and they think they can run a legendary. Like, heroic, guys, I don't know how many times I got to tell you cannot to do that. It's not set up like that. The game is not crafted like that. Legendary is handcrafted. It's a certain way you got to run it. If you're not in a team with key Discord agents, key friends groups, key clanmates, there's a certain way you got to run it, guys. And that's what I keep trying to stress to the community, guys. I don't know how much to say it. I'm just smiling my way all the way to exotics, and it's like some people are having some tough time getting through some things. And I'm like, I'm telling you, agents, all you got to do is just listen to what I'm telling you and really implement what I'm saying and put it into practice, and you'll start seeing success in a lot of different things, areas that you weren't seeing it in. So it just depends on the agents, guys. Like I said, a lot of agents want it in the microwave. They want it fast. And like I said, if you're like that, it's just totally not going to work out for you guys. As I said, this difficulty is not for those of that just want their food fast. They don't want to have to work. They don't want to have to put no time in. That's for heroic at best, guys. Challenging or like less than that, hard or whatever it is. Once you play on this mode, guys, you got to go in with a certain way, a set plan, in order to ensure victory and ensure that you're not wiping. Because nobody wants to wipe. Wipes are a waste of time. You got to redo floors. Nobody wants to. I know I don't want to do that, guys. So whenever you're running on my team, I tell my agents, even if you're new, that's what some people, a lot of people will say, agents will say, oh, I don't want anybody new. I'm like, guys, it's totally not an issue you being new on my team or not knowing legendary, like just being like completely new to legendary and not knowing it. That's not a problem with me. As long as you're listening and on the same page, that will not be a problem. But if you're trying to come on the team and you're not listening, you're trying to do your own thing, we're not all on the same page, that's when it becomes a problem, guys, when the newer agents don't listen or they just want to do their own thing. So like I said, guys, I can't stress it enough. We all want to be on the same page. We all want to just be weary, and we all want to be paying attention and stuff and whatnot. But as I was saying, guys, and I know you guys totally all agree, nobody wants to be on a team that's just wiping and not getting anything done. So although it's not bad to wipe, as I'll say many times, guys, but you don't want to you want to have a knowledgeable wipe where you learn from the reason why you wiped. If you do, you don't want to be on a team that they wipe because they're just pushing and rushing and they're getting comfortable. And that's another thing, guys. I was telling this team a lot highly how running in here kind of sets you up for your grit, or kind of lets an agent's grit, because it's more so like what I was telling them, guys. I was more or less telling them, if you see like an agent struggling inside the summit here in legendary to complete like at least 10 floors in a row straight, and you guys also have a great team, great chemistry, but for whatever reason the team always, or that agent always somehow goes down just because you guys are winning a lot of rooms, they find it hard to keep their focus. That agent's going to have a lot of trouble in missions like Manning Zoo, guys, a legendary mission such as Manning Zoo, Tidal Basin, or even some of the other B-level legendary missions, which are still very much up there in grit. Capitol Building, District Union Arena, Roosevelt Island. They're still going to have problems in that. Do you run into a certain room where you have to kind of grit it out, fight for 45 minutes in one spot of the room, or 40 maybe? It depends on the group you're with. they're going to have problems doing that. If you can tell in the summit that they cannot stick through rigor, they cannot get through at least 8 rooms, straight rooms without like dying or wiping. It just shows you like the level of the agents, guys. So like I said, you got to look out for all these little things when you're running summit, guys. Just look at who it is, look at how they're running, look how often they go down. Just look how they're playing, and that will tell you how they will run in a mission. It will just show you exactly what will be happening in a mission. And sometimes, at times, they could be doing this great and not dying in an mission, guys. Legendary missions are a little different than the summit. They're like a tad a little harder. It goes up a little. So just a bit of food for thought there, guys. Just some respective food for thought going into these missions right here, and just knowing what you're dealing with and whatnot, guys. It's my goal to be able to tell you guys, not just show you, but also tell you exactly what you'll be experiencing and how to go through it, how to handle it, guys, with random agents. Hit that like button. We're going to go ahead and continue down our agent list. I think I stopped at CPXXP, but yeah, he played decently, solidly well. I think this guy played legendary at least normally from what I was saying earlier. So good job to you, agent. If you see this, keep it going, keep it going. There's some places you could polish up as far as pushing in at times, but just like I said, keep it one step at a time. Keep doing legendary missions, and you'll get more used to it, if not already. So, and the next agent we have going right down the list, guys. As you see, of course, finishing up here. Getting ready to go to floor 4 here via the elevator, guys. We have from TX Clan, TX Chris Z06. And with this guy, guys, I feel that this guy, he seemed talkative at times, and it seemed like he just was ready to go, and it seemed like he was just more so, you know, ready to put the pedal to the metal and get it going, guys. And I feel like this guy, he actually did have a little more skill and legendary as far as that's concerned. But on that note, real fast, guys, as we're waiting on him to come right here, we're going to go ahead and fast forward through this so that it doesn't take too much time up, guys. 1 sec. Alrighty then, guys, and we are totally back. It seems that they finally, TX Chris Z06 finally went into the vent tree, got that stuff done, guys. I don't want to leave all that in because all that will do is respectively push out the time span of the summit, guys. And we did 15 floors. Took about an hour, I'd say, to do this with this random group. So I think that was pretty a little fast, as you're seeing rogue agents here, guys. Try to come on and attack us next, guys. We have some excellent rogues coming, but I believe that this was at least like an hour. I think it took an hour and like a little change, like to get all 15 of these floors done, guys. But I'm taking you through each one of them, and you guys see what happens, what surprises might happen, do any exotics drop. We shall see. But as you guys see us setting it up right here, I'm using my beautiful Tempest, and we're getting started with these rogues. So I was telling my team like straight up to like start off just to be like, you want to make sure that you're staying back by the door. You're not going too far in. Not giving these guys a clear shot on you. You want to make sure that you're getting cover. But it seems that these guys were kind of like, you know, kind of seasoned with this. I saw CPXXP and also TX Chris Z06. They were both up there. Respectively, Jeff Along was standing in the right spot. He was back here with me as far as patience, distance, focus, where you want to stand, guys. This is where I deal with these guys a lot of other groups I've ran with. But these guys had some major firepower, so I guess their main thing was to respectively push up on these guys, and I guess that's exactly what you're seeing here. Is what they did. So what more can I say, guys? What more can I respectively say? We're getting it done here. We're keeping these rogues off. That's what you want to do, guys. You want to keep back, and even if you do have DPS, you see like our distance on them. You want to most likely stay back and kind of fight him and just deal with him in that sense. You see CPXXP, he's way out there. I was telling him, man, I was like, if you have it built to be out there like that, it's cool, but just watch yourself, though, because anyhow you die out there, the team cannot revive you, cannot get to you all the way out there. It'll be hard. So like I said, guys, in this case, we had some excellent DPS, so I guess that wasn't much to worry about. You see my Tempest hit here, 300k per shot nearly. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, probably, like, build. But it's a build that I slapped the Tempest on that I already had pre-made, guys. I have like a lot of like pre-made builds, and the thing is they're like already made for like a certain way, like a certain like gun to run a certain way. But the thing is, what I find with a lot of my like builds, you can run them hybridly, meaning you could swap the gun and switch it up kind of, and it would still work even like with other guns. In this case, the Tempest, which I believe this build actually was for my capacitor, if I'm not mistaken, guys. So it's like whenever you make the builds correctly in this game, guys, there's a lot you can do with them. There's a lot that can be done with them, and there's a lot you can do with them. Indeed and surely, guys. So that's always fun. That's always good to know. Okay, 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty then, guys. Let's continue going. So that's great to know. I just had to let you know a little bit about my build, guys, that there is a way you can make builds that can go both ways. You can slap other exotics on them. It's kind of funny, guys. I have secondary weapons on my builds, but it's funny enough, I never actually use those much often. I'll most likely always use like another exotic I'll have as my secondary weapon. So my, say like my Ouroboros ran out for my SMG, and like I was in a tough space, there's no more ammo, I'll just switch to my Saint Ammos, my AR, or my capacitor or something like that. For that same build, and still have like a lot of ammo, still hurt the enemy very highly lethally. So there is that. You still dish out lethal damage, guys. So like I said, that's the only reason why I'm saying that. There's just a plethora of ways to go about this game, guys. That's why every time when people mention builds, I'm like, it just depends on how you play agents. There's so many elite level like great builds. It just depends on how you play, because a build will not repeat, agents will not take you through a legendary mission or legendary content just solely off the build. I feel like that ends at heroic. Like after, like you can do that in heroic, but after heroic, that's like it doesn't no longer work like that, guys. It does no longer work. You gotta like start polishing up your game and know-how, and like knowing how to move, knowing the angles, and just knowing how the game works. Like overall, it's kind of funny. Ironically, I got like a hater on one of my shorts, Division 2 shorts. I can't remember which one it was, saying that I didn't know like how the game worked, and I found that just hilariously like funny. I was kind of laughing when I read the comment. I love you guys' participation, guys. I love you guys' participation, even if it's a hater, if it's an agent that might not see eye to eye with me. I love it because it opens my eyes up to see how the community sees things, and whether who or what is seeing things, how they're seeing it. So it was funny, like them saying that, considering there's like no content in this game. I really struggle with at all, like to complete just by knowing how the game works and just knowing how to go about it. And they said I didn't know how to go about it, so I just found that kind of funny. But kudos to you, agent, whoever you are. I'm pretty sure you know who you are. You're most likely watching this. I'm pretty sure you are. So yeah, it's always good. But like I said, guys, I found that kind of funny. But for the most part, on a more serious note, going back to what I was saying, you just want to like know the you want to get like a better know-how, respectively, how to move, know the angles. Which is why I say pick your spots, guys. You always want to pick your spots in the rooms. You want to just know where to stand and what you're doing. So with this group right here, guys, it's kind of funny. This is one of the first groups I ran with that actually wasn't a key Discord team in a sense of pushing. So I'm saying I say that in a sense of like this is like one of the main like first teams I run with that aren't like key friends that like just push up like this, because I don't, a lot of the teams I run with them when they're randoms, guys, which is all the teams I run with, I don't have key Discord agent friends, which is why I said that. The only teams I've ever ran with that like that was with teams where I joined like the group and all the agents were all in the same clan. They were like all in the same clan, so they all had a certain way to push. They all knew where they're supposed to be, and I joined them, and we were just running through it. And I was like, it's cool. You know, in a sense, it was a little boring with me because like running with the clans was a little too coordinated. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do. We just ran through it. It was fun, but it was just fast, like very fast. And I was like, this is the closest run I got back to that with random agents. So it can be done, guys. It's just, does a team mesh well, and like what, you know, like what is a DPS? And I guess our DPS altogether just checked out, guys. And sometimes you'll get randomly matchmaked up with some like teams that are decent. Like you guys go together well, and you guys all have strong builds, and pushing does work. I'm not saying pushing is always a worse, but it can work depending on your team. And I only say don't do that with randoms because usually it's only a team with well-coordinated Discord agents or friends that can usually push like this and be able to keep composure and legendary and be able to, you know, keep steadiness and get the job done while taking the enemy out. With random groups, guys, it's just so often, it just so happens more often than not that you're just not going to be in a team that could just keep pushing the enemies at the level that they are right now, and you're not going to go down. You know, like it's just like you'd have to like be like really like highly knowledgeable in the game, in which I am, but I can't say every single teammate agent I'm running with is like that. So it's like on random. That's the whole thing about running with randoms, guys. It kind of, my own experience, guys, in my own personal opinion, I believe running with randoms actually allows the agent to show their skill, their raw skill more set than ever. I feel like it allows them to show their raw skill set more than ever. I think I kind of tongue twisted that up, guys, but that's what I mean, more or less. I feel like running with random agents more or less allows you to bring your skill out to shine and show like how you play, how well you know the game. Because let me tell you guys, if you don't play the game like you know what you're doing and how to do stuff, you will not survive with randoms. And that's why I say there's so many key agents I played with that ran with key Discord agents that were good, They were good players, but as soon as you put them with a random group, they just couldn't do anything. Like they found everything hard, and I'm like, yeah, it's harder because you have to know what you're doing. You got to talk to each other. You got to know where to go, and I feel like that just shows more so skill than just running with a team of everybody's in your Discord group and they all know how to play. All your builds complement each other. I guess that's the fastest way to get something done. I get it, but to help, I feel like the real help comes from helping randoms, guys, such as the average Joes, guys. And I don't mean this in like a negative way, but I mean like just such as you watching yourself. Like I mean, whoever you are, I don't even know who you are, but whoever you are watching, highly appreciate it. Thank you. Hit that like button first and foremost. But going back, just whoever you are, I know that I could run with you and get you through these missions. As bad as you think you are, whoever you might be, you might think you're not even at this level, but if you ran on my team, I guarantee you, because I know it like that, and I'm at that level, I know my skill set, what I can do. So it's like, so yeah, guys, as I said, to be able to help random agents, it's a lot different. So like I said, you guys might see a lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these content creators on here running some of this stuff. A lot of times they're not running with just complete random agents. Some of them might be at times doing it, but like I said, guys, I take you through the entire thing. No sugarcoating stuff, none of that stuff. You're gonna see exactly how it's done with random agents, guys. Every single time you guys see this, you see this stuff get done. You see me not only get it done, but try and tell you guys how to do it, show you guys how to do it. Not even try, just literally show you how to do it, how it can get done. And it comes down to how much you're paying attention to it, how much you're taking in on what I'm saying, guys. 50% of what I'm showing you, 50% of what I'm saying, and you'll be good. If you take that stuff down, 50% of what I'm saying and half of what I'm showing you. It's both ways, guys. It's not just one thing. Which is why I say those microwave lovers that just want everything fast, they're not going to be able to ever run these missions most likely like that, guys. And it sounds harsh, but yeah, it is what it is. There's a reason why it's hardest difficulty in the game, guys, but it doesn't have to be that hard, to be honest with you, especially considering how long the game's been out. It doesn't have to be that hard if you know like the build setup and you have like a drive to actually want to get better and do these missions, guys. It's not that hard. But as I said, with random agents, it definitely can be a headache if you do not know what you're doing and you don't know the movement, don't know the know-how, guys. So that's the only reason why I'm presenting this to you guys right here, respectively, right now, as we are 22 minutes in, guys. Go ahead and hit that respective like button if you are enjoying this thus far, guys. If you're enjoying it thus far, Exotic Gifts for Randoms, number 65, this time Legendary Summit, 15 straight floors, guys. We are on floor 6. I believe we're going up to floor 7 now. We're about to be. But yeah, it's been great thus far, guys. The summit is always interesting. A lot of people say the summit's boring, and I could see how they could say that because you get a lot of like the same repetitive, in a way, like looking rooms, same old repetitive lighting, same old enemy types at times. I mean, there's a variety of enemy types, but I mean, like just the whole area that you're in. Some people get tired of seeing it and whatnot, but that's besides the point, guys. The whole point is just keeping focus and dealing with the task that's at hand, respectively, and getting that stuff done. So you see me shoot this lock here. I'm trying to kind of search for some treasure boxes here, guys, because believe it or not, even when I'm helping random agents get exotics, guys, I never mind when I get some exotics myself to drop. And whenever I can add to my own exotic pool as well, it's never a bad thing. So you can totally kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, guys, and that's what you call getting it done. Always a good thing moving forward. Makes things a lot easier. Making things easier is always the name of the game on this difficulty, especially, guys. So as you see us continuing here, guys, you see us continuing on through it. Our agents were technically, you know, they were on the level of what to do and knowing how to move. I was enjoying using this Tempest, guys, right here. I think I used it for the first few floors, at least up until floor 7, I believe, what we're getting to. I was using this. It was pretty good, guys. And like I said, a lot of people say the Tempest isn't that great. I feel like it, I beg to differ. I feel like it is a very strong lethal gun if you set it up correctly, as you're seeing me take off about every like 200k, 100k, 300k there, up to 300 something k per shot. So like it just depends, guys, like your team and who you're running with. The build with the Tempest, like I said, it's interesting to have a pistol that has full automatic fire, fully automatic pistol. That's insane. They never had that in this game, and just being able to have that, it does cement a lot of differences. You know, I am using the smaller shield with it. I was thinking of using my bulwark shield like with one of my other builds, but I was like, I didn't really want to go that slow paced, considering we have 15 floors to go through. So I kind of wanted to just, you know, solidify more of like an offensive type build. But as I said, guys, the whole thing is patience, distance, focus is how I play. So if I did utilize this build with the bulwark shield respectively, one of the same builds I used to defeat 4 directive legendary missions, This would have been definitely even more easier than what you're seeing it is now. But I was just trying to get through it, guys. Trying to put some weapons on some builds on where we can dish out some high level DPS, considering the group, and just kind of get it done. Like I said, guys, these guys were already dishing out decent amount of DPS already, decent levels of DPS, even with me using the Tempest. So just me being able to switch over here respectively now to the gun I will be switching over to here soon. I believe it's the St. Elmo's, but we shall see, guys. Either way, the Tempest is great. I did get that from Floor 100 Legendary Summit. It was actually my first try I got it to drop. I was using the blue screen gun, so that gun is amazing. The blue screen is a very, very, very much slept on exotic, guys. I think it's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, exotics that there is, considering its talents and what it does. I feel like people should definitely, if you guys have not looked into this, if you're an agent that highly struggles with legendary content, I would say highly look into the blue screen and builds with the blue screen and how you can use that exotic LMG. It will go a long way, guys. So appreciate it, guys. Do not forget to hit that like button. I'll keep repeating it throughout the video because, like I said, guys, it goes a long way when you do that. It gets the information out there. So we are moving forward, guys. We are moving forward to respective floor number 7, guys. Okay, so on that note, we are here. And we are getting started here, guys. Floor number 7. Trying to get to that 15 floors, guys. That's our main goal, is getting to that number 15. And being able to secure this guaranteed exotic, guys. That's our main goal. And although it could take a bit of time, it could take a little time to be able to get done, as far as all the floors and whatnot we're going through, and like the random agent team, guys. I'm not sure how long it would take an original team with clanmates Discord agents to get through 15 floors of legendary content in the summit. I'm not sure what the basic level of that is, but I know we got through all this within like an hour. So, and this was a complete random team. So a lot of stuff does go into these different things. So as you see me fighting here, I'm using like another gun outside of my Tempest that I had equipped. But my main thing that we got to do, guys, we got to respectively change our weapon. I got to get like another weapon on here, St. Elmo, something else, guys. So you guys see us here. You guys see us here changing it over. I'm trying to like look at my gun. I'm trying to like kind of see which one I wanted to have. Ever since taking the Tempest off, I was like, okay, since I got to manually do this, I think I said I was going to go ahead and go with the Chameleon, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of went with that one right here. Although I'm sure I do switch it back to the St. Elmo's, guys, as we're on respectively floor 7. You kind of see the comment down there by one of my teammates. Kind of funny. So you see me go back into the inventory here, guys. And I'm going to the build I want now. And I'm like, okay, let's see. Which build do I want to properly better utilize here, guys? And I went for my capacitor build, but I was like, I'm going to practice my St. Elmo's with a 113.8k, I believe, damage per shot. Naturally, that's without before all the perks, which it's much higher than that. I'd say 400 plus or k a shot. But like I said, guys, I wanted to switch to that just to be able to have more of a grip on what's going on, more DPS. At the same time, not too DPS focused. Like I could have done that respectively easily with the if I was looking at, say, the capacitor or whatnot, or even maybe the blue screen. But I was like, you know what? I can't use a shield with the blue screen, and I was just like, let me go ahead and just practice the St. Elmo's, guys. You can never go wrong with this. I call this a precision AR rifle, kind of, because it's like it's crazy. It's like its precision is so well, guys. It's like a rifle AR, in which it is an assault rifle. But like, I mean, I know they give that to like a lot of different guns, but this one, the precision on the St. Elmo's is literally second to none, guys. I could honestly say that, and that's respectively why I say what I'm saying, guys. As you see us clearing this area out, I was telling my teammates, as per norm, guys, you want to keep patience, you want to keep distance, and you want to keep focus as per norm. We totally all know how that goes, guys. We all know how that goes. So you see CPXXP, he kind of went a little farther in there. I was telling these guys, hey, try not to run in there like that. I was telling him, see, guys, that's where you don't want to die. You see where CPXXP died at? You don't want to die. It's dying in that's called dying in a bad spot. If you can't revive yourself, because all the enemies are surrounding you, and your teammates got to go there and try and revive you and help and pick up on the mistake that you made. So you see Jeff Along's up there. I can't go get him because they're going to go ahead and spray me with that. I'll go ahead and leave our medic or whatnot. I mean, I guess Jeff Along was supposed to be our medic. Or no, he's not. He's just being revived. But I was like, I was going to go ahead and let the other guy get that done. that had the build to do that, because like I said, guys, whenever you go down in legendary, it's not like a heroic run or challenging. There's a lot of agents that play it and they think they can just be revived when they go down. I'm like, if you go down in a bad spot, my friend, we cannot revive you. We put ourselves in danger, and that just can lead to an entire wipe based off of where you went down and expecting help. So I say that all the time, guys. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, and I don't think I touched on it fully. I was just saying, as far as like, that just goes back to listening. As far as like I said, guys, you can learn from knowledgeable wipes, but on my team, when you're playing on my team, I just don't want to have wipes, because like I said, we can, if there's no reason to have a wipe, guys, it just literally shouldn't happen. Like, everybody should be on the same page, because nobody wants to do that. As I said before, have to rerun the same stuff they just ran again due to a wipe. Even worse, guys, if it was a legendary mission, nobody wants to wipe at a certain spot and then have to run the entire mission again because you couldn't get something together right in one part of the room, you rushed too much or whatever it is. So like I said, guys, there's a certain type of agents that run these missions and are able to do them at a high level. A lot of them will be patient and know the game, because majority of this stuff, guys, you're just not going to run through like that. I know you'll have some content creators, some lying content creators, and people tell you that you can just have a certain build and run through it. That's not how it works, guys. You can have a great build and you still can't get shite anywhere or do anything in legendary. Like, this is how it goes. So if you guys want to learn how to do that, guys, stick here. You're at the right channel. Life's a Game. You're at the specific right channel. Excellent channel for that, guys. I help bridge the gap between teammates coming from heroic to legendary, and kind of letting them show them the ropes of how it is and what exactly to expect, guys. And I don't just stop there. I do all sorts of missions, 4 directive legendary missions. You guys can go ahead and respectively check my playlist. Check in on my playlist if you haven't seen that, guys. I've done some stuff you will not see any other agents on these platforms, YouTube, Twitch, or whatever the hell it is. You won't see them doing, guys. I'm not saying it just to brag. Go ahead and check the playlist out and come back to me and tell me on any other agents you're seeing do that same thing with no modifiers or anything like that equipped with random agents. So like I said, guys, it is what it is. I don't just talk to talk. I know some people might think I do, but I don't. But nonetheless, though, guys, we are continuing here. As I was on that break real fast there. As I went AFK during my time I was playing there, guys. And that's another important thing. You always want to make sure that you're just sane. You can take a break when you need to. Obviously not often than usual. No longer than about like 2 minutes, maybe a minute. But the main thing, guys, you want to keep your chemistry. I can understand agents wanting to take a break in long form content, considering like they kind of want to just be able to take a breather and get themselves right back on the right foot. I mean, you totally doesn't want to do that. And once again, agents, that all comes into composure, guys. Like I said, just keeping patient, distant, and focused. If you guys pay attention to those 3, although I say them all in unison mostly. Patience, you want to be patient. Distant, you want to be distant. You want to keep your distance. Focus, you want to keep your focus. So I'm not saying these things are just the same. If you put them all together and you implement them all, you're not going to be dying a lot, agents. I just don't see that happening much if people realistically put all those together. But if they don't, they kind of try and half-ass it, or think they can do it a certain way, then yes, you're going to be seeing yourself go down quite a lot and dying quite a lot, guys. So there's totally just no way I can sugarcoat that, guys. I cannot microwave give it to you. If you really want to be as good as what you're seeing here, you want to be able to do that as good as you're seeing me here, guys, you got to follow the directions, and you have to be willing to start from square one and learn. You have to do that, because that's what I had to do. That's what every agent has to do. You see playing this, they didn't just come into this just as a whiz and just beating missions like this and just knowing everything. On the get-go. That's not how it goes, guys. I know it kind of seems fun when you're watching me. It seems cool, seems fun being able to run it like this, believe me, but it's not as easy as it seems, guys. There's stuff that goes into it. And me telling you this and giving you these videos, presenting you these videos, that's at least, like, if you guys listen to my entire videos on how to do this, that's like 70 to 75% of the battle already won. The other 25%, you're going to have to rely on yourself and how you play agents and actually following suit according to your own respective style of play. That's all it comes down to. Like, there's not much more I can say, guys. Not much more I can say. Alrighty then, guys. So we are respectively on floor number 9 right now. And we are moving up. We are moving up the ladder. But like I said, guys, I want you guys just to pay attention to what's going on, how things are working, and just how we're moving and stuff, guys. Like I said, nothing's going to come overnight. None of this stuff's going to happen overnight. It never does happen like that. It's a one step at a time type of process, guys. And the more you play, the more better you'll get. But I'm honestly glad to be bringing you guys this Exotic Gifts for Randoms number 65, guys. It's always fun as you respectively start and get busy here on floor number 9, guys. And the summit, like I said, I cannot say it enough. It serves as great practice for Legendary. For you guys that want to get into Legendary, this is the type of stuff you're supposed to be doing, what you're seeing me do here. You're supposed to be able to run in the summit and do this and be able to run this stuff and beat it consistently, once you can do that, you're ready to run legendary missions. But before you can do that, if you cannot do that, do not run into a legendary mission unless somebody's going to carry you, or you're looking for somebody to help you out, or a whole team to kind of just more or less carry you through it and get you a weapon or whatnot, and they're cool with that, then yeah. But majority of groups are not cool with that, guys. So like I said, you just want to be able to take this stuff down. It makes it just that much more easier, guys. So yeah, guys, we're just all on the same page. You want to just be, you want to just keep your composure and just learn, guys. Most importantly, learn. It's not supposed to be something that's hella stressful and you're sitting here trying to figure out, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get this done? How is this going to happen? Like, there's a lot of agents that always, I think they're overthinking it a lot. And I think it's just Legendary more or less works on improvisation, guys, just adapting to what the enemy gives you, or like in a lot of like sports terms, what they say, taking what the defense will give you. You got to kind of do the same thing here, guys, in Legendary, because sometimes you can't just push when you want. You got to like know when to push and how to, and what angles to get on. Especially running with randoms, guys. This is not for you key Discord agents playing with your friends, groups, and all that. It's not for you guys. And my haters that are on your little key Discord clan mates, it's cool. It's not for you guys. As I said, there's many agents that can do this flawlessly with Discord agents and close key friends that all complement each other's build, guys. That's the easiest thing in the world. But doing it with random agents that you do not know from Adam, and you're just kind of more or less trying to instruct them on how to run it, and actually taking new people that actually do not do this through it, and actually having them realistically understand how to run it, to the point you start seeing progress even within the mission. Majority of these guys cannot do that, guys. So like I said, they could talk to their blue. It really doesn't matter to me. I just laugh, because I'd rather spend an hour and a half taking agents through it that's brand new, that actually value the time that you're giving them, than just running with a group of agents that have already been through it like 16,000 times. They all know the whole thing. It's just a yawn to them. There's no type of rigor or hard work in that, unless it's like a brand new mission where they don't know the spawn points and whatnot, which is what I'm yearning for. I'm yearning for the division to bring something new out, Legendary or Incursion or something. But like I said, guys, it's always good to be tested, and I feel like every time it's just fun to me. Like at first it used to be like I was testing myself, but after a while, guys, it's just adaptation. So first it's testing, and then after it later becomes adaptation, to the point you know the whole drill, you know the process, you just know there's different angles you might have to move. Maybe on floor 5 this time you got to go to floor C, to door C, rather as opposed to door B. And on floor 4, instead of going to door A, you got to kind of take it to door F. See if you catch what I'm saying, guys. It's just different avenues of how you got to do things, but you know the core key structure of what you got to deal with. So I don't know how else to say it, guys, but like I said, if any agents are watching that ran with me in this Legendary Summit, excellent work. And my whole main goal, guys, was just to get these guys a legendary exotic weapon, guys. That was the main goal of this entire run. That's what we're doing for randoms, guys. I presented in the chat, they join, and we get to work. We have fun. And first and foremost, with our key to be able to be successful, guys, the key thing is to be successful and be able to get them the exotic that I respectively promised that I'd get them, guys. That's the thing. So as you see us clear floor 9 here, guys, hit that like button if you haven't already. Just taking you through 15 straight floors of the summit, guys. And you want to just keep consistency, guys. I promise you, like, the summit is totally not as hard as you're thinking. I promise you that, guys. Summit is not as hard as you're thinking. Like, there's so many things that go into it. But like I said, once you start getting the hang of it, guys, everything will be A-okay. More than peachy key, even. It will be A1 steak sauce, guys. So we are continuing on our way up to floor 10, guys. And our team is relaxing. Hope you guys are relaxing. We have a bit more to go. We got about 5 more floors, guys. What shall happen? Shall there be any exotic drops? What crazy shenanigans shall we see in these next few rooms? Let's find out, guys. So we got multiple threats. So we're on a boss floor. So I guess if anything drops, mostly it's usually in these areas. But we shall see. Usually on these floors, they usually will give an exotic drop, but we shall see. So you're seeing us go inside right here, guys. I tell my team just to kind of keep distance, kind of fight them. Not to run so close on them. Let's just kind of solidify ourselves right here. If the fire gets too hard, the door is always back here behind us. I was telling them there's no reason to rush. You don't have to stand right here and fight them. You could always run back and have them follow us if need be. As long as there's no medic out there, it can just fully revive all the people we're killing. Then yeah, we're good to go, guys. Which is why I say you want to practice the legendary tactics from the summit, guys. You want to start making some of your legendary emphasis made in the summit. You want to start getting used to your legendary runs and the way you run your legendary movement within the summit. I say that because I say that respectively just to say, guys, I'm more or less saying like I was gonna just point out how I was saying the medic, how you want to make sure as long as he's not in there. What I meant to say by that, guys, is like just you want to pick up the habits from now, meaning make medic your first priority. You want to start doing that from the summit. Once you start getting that in your system to the point it's breathing, you see a medic, you just want to take him out. Everybody gets him out of there. And then you notice you're starting to progress. You're starting to see the enemies in the position of who's the highest threat and who to deal with. Thus, knowing which enemies are best to take off the list as far as naders, drone spammers, medics, chunga, robot dogs, robots. Like there's like an order it all goes in, guys. So I'm saying, depending on the threat level and how close they are, with chunga of course being top, depending on how close he is, you want to make sure you're just getting that done, guys. But I wouldn't hold the chunga over the medic if it's at a distance. I would say medic. But if you see the chunga getting ever so closer, you know he's going to be a problem moving up, then totally yes, definitely you want to make sure that you get him out of there. So that's what I mean, guys. You want to establish all of this stuff within Legendary Summit here. This is where you come to practice all those things and how to run, because no harm, no foul. You wipe in Summit. It's not the end of the world, guys. You wipe in a Legendary mission after getting past 2, 3, 4 phases. That's the whole thing of people just leaving the group right away, not wanting to run that again, or until some time, or just being respectively 100% put off from it altogether, which would make sense, guys. Would make total sense of how those groups were, how those teams or certain individual agents would be cut off from even wanting to try and even run Legendary, guys. Like, to be honest with you, like, it's just one of those things as you respectively see us clear floor 10 here, guys. So you see us continuing it right here. And I got a Dr. Home, guys, so I did get one exotic on this floor. Floor 10. Something did drop a Dr. Home. I don't really use that. But I got one. I think I was asking my teammates whether or not they got anything. I think one of them said nothing, not a darn thing. Or not a damn thing. So like I said, guys, Legendary can be unpredictable. You can be playing it the whole time and still not get nothing. However, what I could promise the agents was that once we get to level 15 and beat that, you will have a guaranteed exotic cachet. So he did know that, which is why they were continuing. They chose to continue because it does make sense, guys. That's why anytime I'm helping agents out, it's got to be something where there's a guaranteed exotic, because I don't want to tell somebody exotic gifts. Hell, we could go through 30 floors of Legendary Summit, guys. That doesn't guarantee that they're going to get even one single exotic drop. As crazy as that sounds. So I'm saying, or more they could get multiple, but you don't ever want to leave it to coin flip chance, guys, when you're doing content like this. I don't know about you. I just never really liked doing that. If I was going after something, I usually liked, if I knew I was going after something, I liked to have a guaranteed like chance, but it's not always like that, guys. You know how RNG is. Tempest obviously picking that up isn't like that. But as I said, guys, for the most part, you guys know what I mean. If I'm doing like recorded content and whatnot, such as right now, like I want to make to have purpose. You know, I want to make sure that it has purpose. My tongue's twisting like hell. I apologize there. But yeah, I want to make sure that it just has purpose, like that our run has purpose. We're able to, at the end of the run, if you guys watch to the end, you're going to see the exotic presented as I presented it in the thumbnail or whatnot. So I'm saying I'm just trying to be authentic with it and not tell you something that I cannot promise or that actually is realistically not happening, you know? On that note, guys, you see us just continuing here in floor 11, respectively, guys. You see us finishing here in floor 11. See us fighting these guys off. You just want to keep your composure, guys. You want to keep your composure. The summit can be fun. It can be fun, guys, if you just pick your spots, know where you're going. St. Elmo's is always fun to use. But yeah, shout out to the agents, guys. Jeff Along, CPXXP, and TXChris06. Highly appreciate you agents joining in, guys. You watch this on YouTube. If you're watching it, you took my thing down. Hopefully, maybe at some point we can run it again or run like a legendary mission one day. Maybe I match up with one of you guys again during a legendary mission. But just be sure that you're ready for it, and that for those of you that aren't used to it, if the shoe fits, wear it. But yeah, it was an excellent run and it was cool. It's always fun running this stuff, guys, and you just, you want to always just keep patient. But I'm liking how I'm doing something different for the exotic gifts for randoms, guys, because God knows, just doing the same missions over and over again sometimes can get a little in a repetitive factor. But for the most part, I do enjoy helping, guys. So like I said, I do my best to try and mix it up, keep things a little fresh. Gonna have some more shorts coming out Mix some stuff up. Don't always have to be long form videos, but whenever I do a video that does require length, guys, it's always something interesting, guys, because nothing I do is just for whatever. We're obviously playing with we're playing with random agents here, guys, so this could take literally as long as however to get done. Like, this could take like literally like as long as like however it may, considering on who you're playing with, guys. I never really looked at these guys' builds. I'm not seeing exactly what they're looking to do, like how they play. I don't really know them. I don't know the skill set level, how often they run legendary, if even heroic in that sense. But like I said, I can get a general feel just based off of what I'm seeing, though. I can that respectively can happen, guys. So you're seeing us just work back here, guys. We're keeping our composure. Notice nobody's like, no one's playing outside of their means, going too fast. Everybody's just chilling, picking their spots. You see me all the way back here, hitting these guys from a distance. St. Elmo's is so amazing, guys. It hits so hard and greatly from a distance. Definitely makes things a lot easier. I was telling them to watch these random spawn points. Okay, Chunga came out of nowhere. They did a great job lighting him up, and that just plays testament to the DPS there, guys, for them to get that legendary Chunga out of there, or legendary summit level Chunga out of there that fast. See, guys, that was a legendary mission. That part may have been a little different, because that Chunga would have had, like, it would be a little more bulky, like a decent amount more bulky in legendary actual missions. So it's just those little things, guys, food for thought. But for the most part, if you can handle them as you're seeing here, you should be able to be okay. You definitely can get legendary done. It's just will come down to your know-how, skill set, and tempo. Do you just know how to play the mission? Are you experienced? Know-how, skill set, and just tempo and experience. That's what it comes down to, guys. So you see a lot of these runs. You see me do a lot of these runs, guys. A lot goes into this. I've done this for quite some time. I've been doing this since around like Shade 50 something. I'm not lying about that. Since Shade 60 something, I beat my first legendary mission, but I wasn't beating them this flawlessly at that time. But I was starting to get over the hump, starting to understand kind of how to move in these missions, exactly the rigor that they entailed and what they brought. And it kind of can seem like a nightmare, guys, thinking about it now, the legendary difficulty as opposed to heroic. Like when that came out, like heroic and legendary could like night and day, guys. Just because you can dominate and destroy heroic, even with directives, doesn't mean that you can go into a legendary mission and just be productive somehow and just all of a sudden, like, you could still get it done just because you're that good at heroic. That's not how it goes, guys. And that bastard drone was just flying around me the entire time. You guys saw that, and then it exploded as I ran off. I kind of found that a little interesting. But yeah, guys, what you want to do here is no matter what room you're in, guys, you just want to keep patience, distance, focus. You want to keep your distance. You want to just make sure that you're, in the right spot. So you're seeing us standing back here, picking them off from there. They try to send these little, and trying to fire the drones at us, guys, and that's a sign of legendary wavering as you're going forward. When they keep just starting to spam stuff, that just means that they're becoming hectic or desperate. They don't know how else to deal with you, so they're going to start just spamming stuff. So sometimes all the time, the spamming might not be a bad thing all the time, guys. Totally might not be a bad thing all of the time. I can guarantee you that. But it can be annoying as hell. I'm not saying it can be a bad thing, but it can be annoying. It can get annoying if you don't know how to handle it or deal with it. So just know when they start spamming like that, that's like they're kind of like they're on their last leg in a sense. And they're trying their best to keep you out at bay and keep you off. Although sometimes they could just get aggressive. You take too long and the enemies will just start doing that because they're trying to get you out, get you to move, or just trying to just finish you up because they see you're not making any progress, you're not strong enough to get to them, and they're just going to push their foot on the gas, guys. And that's what I love about this difficulty, guys. It's monitoring you. So if you're not moving the way you're supposed to, you're not dishing out damage, or you're kind of taking too long, you're lingering too long when you're not supposed to be, the enemies will definitely take their initiative to finish the job and more or less push in on you and make things personal, force you to have to move and bring the fight to you, more or less, if you know what I mean, guys. So that's just one of those things. Just food for thought, as you guys want to know. As I'll tell you, like I said, I always drop information within these respective videos, these recordings, guys. I always try and do my best to help agents actually realistically get better, authentically get better. And that will just lead to more community match-made sessions, guys, random match-made sessions. Overall, like if they could get the community better, like as far as understanding the game, knowing exactly not only what to run in Legendary, but also how to run what you're running in Legendary, guys. It's just a total like huge amount, like a plethora that just goes into it. Outside of just what you're seeing me do here, because I know you guys are seeing me run this here, and it could look badass, this, that. You know, I'm doing this, I'm getting through it. It's a legendary. Somebody told me I'm running legendary like it's normal difficulty or like hard. I kind of find it laughable. It's a little funny, but that can be the case. It can seem like that once you start getting it down. But the whole thing here is this, guys. I can still go down respectfully, guys. That's the whole thing about it. Like, I think a lot of agents lose track of that, and it's like, despite seeing how I'm playing, guys, I gotta still be on my P's and Q's, because if I'm not, as you guys have seen in certain videos, I can go down at various spots. If I'm not paying attention, if I'm not watching, I could definitely go down. So that's just one of those things where I'm just telling you it, guys, just to tell you, to let you know that, hey, it's a step-by-step process, and even when you do know it, it's not like everything ends, guys. You got to still be on your game, because if you're not, you'll just start seeing yourself wiping legendary more often, whereas you used to win, and you just have to hone your skills back in and just start setting it back up, guys. What more can I say? It's one step at a time. The difficulty is not impossible, but it does require patience, distance, and focus, guys. PDF. I cannot say it enough. To start respectively implementing this into your play, I'm telling you guys, PDF. I'm making some shirts with that, guys, soon. Look out for that. Some merchandise. But like I said, as soon as you guys start getting that, you'll start intelling and understanding what Legendary in the Division 2 is about and exactly how to go about it, guys. Doesn't matter what team you're on, what you're doing. And yeah, of course, guys, people will say talent level. I do know my talent level does shine in the sense of that. So as I said, guys, I do apologize for that. I do make it look a little more easier than it is. And I do not say that to be sarcastic. As I have had agents tell me that, you know, it's not nearly as easy as I'm saying, and it takes time, and that's what I'm telling you guys. It does take time, and I have said that realistically, truthfully. I have told you guys that not every run of Legendary you're seeing me do is going to be this easy for you yourself when you play. Like, it depends on what team you're playing with, and what you're doing. But the thing is this, guys, the more you play it, the more fluid it will become, like what I'm doing here. It's no different from driving a car on a freeway for your first time. You know, you're hectic, you don't know how to move, you're kind of scared what lane to get in. Is somebody going to come up behind you fast, or they're going to honk? But once you start getting used to driving and you know the tempo of how to go, you know how to get on the freeway, you kind of just get on the freeway and you just ease into things, and you're sitting there, you're drinking your coffee, you're chilling, and you're fine. Everything's good because you know you've been through it so many times. You know exactly what's going on. You know if this truck is coming too fast, if I need to wait before merging on into traffic, like, you know exactly what to do. Whereas when you're new, guys, I get it, new driver, like, you're going to be kind of shaky a little bit. You're not going to really know it, although you could have all the skill set to drive the freeway, but you're still going to be a lot like nervous because you're not used to doing it like that and being in so many different situations. But after driving a long time, guys, you guys all know, I'm pretty sure this is something you can all relate to. You get to that point where you're like, I can do this now. I can go drive down to this store, get myself some food, come back home, no problem. Or that used to be the hardest thing to think of to do when you're new at driving. It was fun, but it was still hard because you're like, damn. But it gets more like going to the mailbox, guys, the more you do it. So I'm like, this is no different. As crazy as that sounds, this Legendary, it's no different, guys. Like, once you start getting used to it, you'll start just knowing you can run with any group, any player. It doesn't matter if it's a content creator, who it is. You can run with any group and be highly productive on their team. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't matter what it is. And even be telling them some pointers and telling them certain ways on how to run and how to do things, because you've been through it that many times. So there is that, guys. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there, kind of just, put that out there on the limb just a little bit, so that you guys could get a little bit more of an understanding of exactly what Legendary is and how it's like processed, how it's done, how you're supposed to move in it, guys. It could look grimy and nasty, I get it, but hey, guys, I'm telling you, for you elite heads out there that literally want to get better at this game, or for some of you elite guys that just want to polish up your skills, just I implore you guys to listen to what I'm saying. Just watch what I'm doing and listen to what I'm saying, and it will get you there, guys. I'm not saying you'll guaranteed beat Legendary. That's the thing. I have some agents assuming I'm guaranteeing them. I was like, the only time I guarantee you Legendary win, my friend, is if you're on my team. As far as that, anything outside of that, I'm like, I cannot control that. The only thing I can do is tell you, do this, and do it to your best of your ability, and you'll see the best results, guys, because I know not every time you're going to be matched up with a key player where you just, you can just go floor to floor to floor. But there is a way to do this, guys, without even having to do that. Myself included, guys. I kind of view myself as you guys. I'm not the biggest Division 2 content creator. I mean, I know I'm up there as far as skill level and whatnot and all that. I'd say I got to tell myself, guys, I got to be confident. I got to say I'm number one. But like I said, as far as like views, subscriptions, and all that stuff, and how many people know me within the community. Am I that one guy everybody knows? Definitely not, guys. I'm not that at all in this community. I would love to be that at some point. As far as legendaries involved, I think I'm. A lot of agents told me I'm at the level to definitely be up there like that, but I don't know, guys. I can't tell YouTube to promote my videos, or I can't tell you guys to share my videos or like my videos. So it just comes down to how much that's going to happen for people to find out about me and see me. So that's what I mean. And I only say that, guys, to say I'm an average agent just like you guys. I'm the same just like you. The only thing is that I practice my stuff outside of all the talent. It's not just talent, guys. It's know-how. You guys can do this same thing here or something near it once you get used to doing it and you've done it a while. It's definitely not the easiest thing. I'm not going to say it's the easiest, but if you're determined and your drive is there and you guys listening to this know who you are, you can definitely get to this level where any legendary mission you run, anything you do, you'll see success. Even if you have to wipe a few times with the group, find a few different agents, whatever it might be, I guarantee you will find success 95% of the time. With only like a 5% chance maybe at like a wipe or a drop because you weren't paying attention or because your teammates were so horrible with horrible builds and you just couldn't carry them past the hump, whatever it might be. But I'm saying for the most part, you won't be falling often. And when you do fall, it'll be more of a laugh. It won't be anything where you're like, well, I don't know if I could have even beat that even if I had great agents. For instance, guys, just I'm saying that right here in a room like this with legendary rogues, there's a lot of great teams that will come against these guys and still lose. So it doesn't really matter even if they had a great team. It's just, how are you guys playing? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know how to move in and out? Do you know, like, respectively what's going on? That's what all of this comes down to. That's what all of this comes down to, guys. So you just want to know that. And I'm saying that just to say, because when you're in a battle like this, guys, it doesn't matter what build you have. It does, in a sense. It's halfway. It is halfway build. You can't have a potato build to be melted within seconds fighting legendary rogues, whether they're watered down in the summit or in the mission. But what you want to do is you just want to also make sure that you're just understanding what's going on, guys. You don't just only have a build. It's just a strong build. Like, you know how to move. You know how to pick your spots in the room. You know how to make it hard for the rogues to hit you. All those little things it comes down to, as well as in addition to us melting the enemy, which you're seeing here, which comes down to DPS, guys. So you do have to have a build, but at the end of the day, ultimately, I would say it's 60-40 matters most. You got to know the know-how of the mission, guys, and the enemy that you're facing, because if you don't, you're not going to win. And that's what I was trying to tell these guys. I was proving it to them, showing them there's a way you play this thing, and I guarantee you, you won't have a problem with any enemy you come across if you just know what you're doing. And it's crazy how none of those guys dropped an exotic, and I think that's it right there, guys. TX Chris Z06, he just said it right now. He's like, not an effing thing. You didn't get anything. Not a single exotic drop throughout these 15 floors. That's tough, Agent Chris. I don't know what else to say, my friend. You got to keep going. RNG gods can be harsh as hell, guys. I gotta say that much. I've heard so many stories. I'm like, damn, that's an extreme facepalm, but not in a negative way. It's just in a sigh, like of a sigh of, like, not of relief, a frustration kind of way. It's like, he's been through this 100 times, literally, and hasn't gotten anything. That's crazy. But that stuff happens, guys. You know, it happens. But you just got to keep pushing, guys. Keep riding that bike. You'll get something eventually. Like, there's just no way playing on this difficulty is you're not going to get a single drop like that. It just, you know, there's just no way that's not going to happen. So you just want to make sure you're all on the same page as far as all that stuff's concerned. And you see us right here, guys. We are on floor 14. We are just about finishing up. And honestly, guys, like I said, as we're finishing up here, I love being able to take you through this, guys. I'm taking you through all floors. And I know a lot of people, like I said, a lot of you guys might have microwave mind spans due to TikTok or whatever it might be. I'm just saying, if you guys really want to see how to do this, I'm showing you each floor. So nobody has an excuse. No agent has an excuse, guys, that watches me. That's one thing I love about my channel and the way I present stuff. Nobody has an excuse watching me, because no other content creator can come talk and tell me anything, because I'm showing everything in full, guys. I'm showing everything in full. I'm not sitting here showing 15 minutes of one floor and then claiming that this can be done, but I only showed you myself on floor 2 for 10 minutes. Like, you know, like, that's just not realistic, guys. I'm sorry. I know there's content creators that do that. They want to show builds fast, but I'm like, you can show the build and say it's a good build, but do not say that you can just run through legendary content with it and just go from floor to floor. If you're not showing yourself, do it yourself. Do not claim that something can do something, guys. And there's so many false narratives, guys, false channels out here doing that. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. Why don't these guys show themselves doing anything? Like, they just talk about it. They never ever put themselves on display. And I'm not trying to say that they got to be the best to do it. I just do this, guys. I'm not trying to talk down to any other creator. I'm just doing this to show you guys I'm the real deal, who the real deal is. And when I say the real deal, I don't have to say anything else. You guys know what it is. You see me do Legendary 4 directive missions. If you guys missed that, go to my playlist, as I said already. You can see it just like as you're seeing this here. Any one of those missions that you want to see done like that with random agents, no modifiers. So I show you this, guys, to show you I have nothing to hide. I'm the real deal. And if you guys want to get exotics like this, you guys can also be the real deal too, agents. This is why I'm showing you this, to let you see this stuff can be done. A lot of content creators don't show this. Some of them aren't even capable of doing it. Some of them just find them too hard, too tedious to do. And I kind of just laugh at it because I'm like, this stuff isn't as tedious and as hard as people are thinking if you know what you're doing and you know exactly how to move and how to run. That's literally all this stuff comes down to. It comes down to nothing more than that, guys. So you're seeing us finish this off. And the summit's an excellent place, as I will say again, like a broken record. I've been saying it, guys. To hone your skills in Legendary before respectively moving forward to Legendary missions, or better supplementing yourself in Legendary missions to the point you can actually help the squad you're running with. Because there's certain agents that'll run with squads and it's like they're not even doing anything to realistically help the squad. As bad as that sounds, guys, I don't do that to talk down on anybody, but it's like sometimes they're just not doing enough to even offer help in any areas. But if the team's nice enough to keep you around and they don't mind it, then it just is what it is. But my goal is to show you guys that even if you don't have the strongest build, how you can still be a huge help, or even in a lot of cases, in some cases, the best help to the team, despite not even having the best shade. Like, you're just always in the right spot, right time. You know when to revive people. You know where to tell people to stand. You kind of know how to tell them to run so that they're near you if you're a healer. That way they're keeping patience, distance, focus, because you know that. So you being the healer, you're kind of controlling that. You're telling them, don't run out there, stay where I can see you. That way they're forced to play with patience, distance, focus. That way you guys get through the mission. You see where I'm going? Just by knowing PDF, it can change the entire structure of the squad you're running on. Whether they want to believe it or not, like, it will change that. And once you tell them where you're getting it from, you show them my channel, they'll be like, okay, it'll make sense to them. They'll be like, okay, well, from what I'm seeing, that guy's beating everything that I'm seeing, like tough content. So if you're following him and we just did that, damn, maybe I need to look at him and maybe see what's going on, because maybe I can learn something. 1 + 1's 2, guys, but I can't do it without you guys, which is why I say, please hit that like button if you guys are enjoying this. If you really enjoy my channel, if you're one of those agents that have been watching me and you're still watching me now and you've been watching me and you love my content, you gotta hit the like, guys. You cannot forget to hit the like, because that way my videos just aren't shown. And then every time you guys go on, you're always gonna have to be matchmaking with these guys that do not know what patience, distance, focus is, and it's just gonna keep being wipe. And it's just gonna, that's why a lot of people are just I feel tired of Legendary, because they're just tired of all the wipes, and it's like they just keep getting the same teammates, and it's like everybody keeps running in, nobody knows like how to play. Hey guys, come on, help me get on the map. Hype the video, HYPE. Put it on there so that people can start seeing this stuff, so they can start learning, and you could get better matchmade teammates, guys. Because if I had a lot of these guys following me, like they're following some of these other Division 2 channels that do not offer anything, any insight like this, the whole entire community would be a complete different community if I had that many people following and watching my stuff. And actually paying attention and being like, you know what? At least for the Legendary players, guys. As I said before, my channel's respectively not for everybody. I already said that already. Channel's totally, utterly not for everybody. So, like I said, take that with a grain of salt, one step at a time, guys. It's kind of funny how that Jeff Along guy, he kind of like, as I'm seeing here, he kind of like, I think he exited himself out of like the mission or something like that. Just as we got to 15, I guess he thought he got the exotic, and I was like, he kind of messed it up there, guys, because Jeff Along agent, if you're watching this, Jeff Along, who you were on my team, you don't want to leave out on the floor, my friend. You got to complete the floor for the exotic to drop. So you left a little fast. I don't know why. It might have been a little rigorous for you. I was telling that it was. But all you have to do is stick it out a bit longer, agents. You don't want to be that agent. Don't leave too early, because now you did all that work, and it was more or less for nothing. You just ended up leaving out, unless the project saves your progress and you only have to do one more floor on Legendary, which if you join another team group, maybe that happened. But I don't know, guys, why somebody would leave right at the ending of the entire 15 floor run. I guess they were done with it, guys. They were finished. I get it. I played with some agents and they're like, F this. I'm tired of this. How you even sit here playing it on this? It's too hard. I get it, guys. I get it. This game's my love. So like I said, sometimes I got to catch myself when I'm telling other agents. I don't want to go off too much, because I'm like, that everybody plays this game like a no life, like how I might do it whenever I'm playing. So it's like, I'm not saying in a no life in the sense of all I do is sit here and play it all day. Obviously, we all have tasks, IRL obligations, real life stuff to do, guys. But I mean in the sense of just the way I play it, how honed in I am on it, the level of tasks I do, the rigor of it. Not every agent is like that or likes that, guys. Some agents repulse that. They don't like it. They might go into it. They might dab into it with me because I'm telling them I'll help them. But for the most part, they won't go into it. I've had some agents tell me I'm the only one they've ever ran Legendary with, or probably ever will run it with when they go back in, because that's just not their thing. But by me taking them through it, it did give them hope, they said. They do know that they can do it and it can get done, but that's just not their cup of tea. And I was like, by all means, agent, not everybody's supposed to play Legendary. Have fun. Hell, put it on hard. Put it on normal mode, guys, if that's what you have fun on. It just is what it is. But GG's, you see that beautiful exotic there, guys. There it is. Beautiful exotic right there, guys. And on that note, agents, as you see that beautiful exotic there, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Life's a game, guys. Got to get that selfie. You guys already know how that goes already. I'm going to be getting my selfie right here, although all my teammates weren't here. But I highly appreciate any and all of you agents that joined me for this one, guys. Hopefully you guys learned something from this summit. And it's always a pleasure to show this stuff, guys. You know what it is. Stay tuned. Keep a lookout, guys. I have a lot more content on the way. GG's.